Okay, thanks for joining everybody. This is another edition of the IHE, Inside the IHE webinar series for 2018. Today's coverage is going to be for the Patient Care Devices group. My name is Rob Wilder. I'm the Senior Product Manager for Global Interoperability at Spok and the IHE PCD Planning Committee Co-Chair, one of a number of those. And I'll be hosting the presentation today. So the patient care device, or PCD domain as we call it, has been around since 2005 to address the point-of-care device integration needs. The effort was initially defined to open up and utilize open standards that would enable functionally interoperable solutions for out-of-the-box integration. These standards can be used to easily implement and manage multiple systems within a healthcare enterprise. The dominant standard used in this domain is HL7 version 2.6, with some incidental usage as well of version 2.7 and 2.8 in some cases. Internationally, some lower levels of HL7 versions are used as well, such as in Japan, where version 2.3 has been used for some profiles and testing. For object models and nomenclature, it should be noted that the IHE PCD uses IEEE 11073 standards, most notably 10101 for standardized nomenclature and 10201 for informational models. And that'll also be referenced a bit more later in this presentation as it applies to particular profiles. For output transmissions to end-to-end devices or endpoint devices, that are non-HL7 conformant, we do conform to the Wireless Communication Transport Protocol that are known as WCTP as an industry standard for communication. This protocol was chosen since it was broadly accepted and established as a standard in the market that could easily be extended to serve the needs of the IHE profiles. PCD uses profiles from other IHE domains as well when necessary, such as the consistent time measurement profile contained within the ITI domain, which you'll hear more about there. The IHE could not exist, of course, without our co-sponsors, those being the Healthcare Information and Management Systems Society, or HIMSS, the American College of Clinical Engineering, ACE, and the Association for the Advancement of Medical Instrumentation, AMI. All of those organizations provide input to our efforts, and it's appreciated. So the patient care device domain is focused on all types of patient health devices, from external or ancillary to implantable. This area of focus includes collection of data, patient association to devices, the reporting of important information about those devices for documentation or event notification purposes, and storing that data where needed to ensure safety. As stated earlier, all of these efforts do use the IEEE standards to harmonize nomenclature and enumerations and the units of measure as we're promoting them. The PCD domain includes a number of profiles, which we'll cover here today at a high level. Before we go into detail, I can summarize each of them for the overarching purposes that they have. As we go through these, we'll also cover some supportive efforts of these profiles that ensure they're being implemented properly and help them to work better in live healthcare environments. So getting started, IDCO addresses communications and data storage with implantable devices. The Device Enterprise Communications, or DEC profile, will cover the communications of important patient readings to their record. And the ACM profile will cover the communications of alerts from patient care devices and other healthcare systems to clinicians for tasks or actions, along with general delivery of alerts. Both ACM and DEC profiles support consumption of waveform data, which we'll cover, and that's for patient records keeping and reporting, or for enhanced content with alert delivery to clinical staff in the case of an event. MEM, or Medical Equipment Management, has two different flavors associated with it we'll cover. With device management, there's a focus on equipment used in the care of the patient, because just as well as the patient, the equipment needs to stay healthy too. This includes delivery of content and upgrade management in conjunction with computerized maintenance management systems, or CMMS. MEM also supports location services with a focus on location of the device, which provides standardized way of finding them for use. This also for incorporation of location content with events coming from the devices that support ambulatory patient alarm scenarios, so adding those locations to events. We have a few profiles focused on infusion management and device identity for all patient-connected devices. PCIM represents point-of-care infusion management with a standards-based focus on associating automatically collected medical device data reliably with the patient identity in mind. This promotes the accuracy and completeness of medical device data in the electronic medical records for each patient. We have some supportive efforts too, which are listed here below. Those supportive efforts, which have effect across the profiles, will be seen in use with some or even all of them that can provide benefits. These benefits include, for Rosetta terminology, or RTM, as we call it, that makes the standard nomenclature and enumerations possible. Each one of the profiles will use that terminology to make sure we're in sync. Optimized message syntax, or OMS, allows for greater communications efficiency. And there's multiple uses for the NIST testing tools for validation of profile support across each of the vendors, which we'll cover in a little bit more detail as we get into the different sections. For more information on any of these, we do have a link below for the Patient Care Devices homepage on the IHE.net website.